Welcome, dear friends, to this journey of exploration into the mysteries of existence. What if death isn't the end, but just a change of clothes for your eternal self? Today, we gather to reflect on the profound truth that you were never truly born, and you will never truly die. In this video, we challenge the conventional views on mortality and open our hearts to a deeper understanding of our eternal nature. Imagine a world where the boundaries of life and death blur, where every ending is merely a transformation. Our purpose here is not to instill fear, but to invite you on a gentle journey of self-discovery and awakening. As we delve into these ideas, let your mind and heart open to the possibility of something greater than what meets the eye. Today, we explore deep yet accessible truths that can transform the way we perceive life, death, and our very existence. So, let us embark on this journey together, with warmth, curiosity, and an open heart, ready to question what we thought we knew. Stay with me as we peel back the layers of illusion and step into the realm of eternal awareness, the illusion of birth and death. As we begin this part of our journey together, I invite you to consider a profound possibility, that the moments of birth and death are not the definitive start or finish, but rather gentle thresholds guiding us into new dimensions of being. Imagine your birth not as a singular, final event, but as the opening of a new chapter in an eternal book, each chapter a graceful transition rather than a rigid beginning. Similarly, consider death not as an abrupt end, but as a natural turning of the page, a passage that leads to yet another wondrous phase of existence, echoing the timeless teachings of spiritual luminaries. Throughout history, revered teachers like Sri Anandamayi Ma have shared insights that challenge our conventional perceptions, urging us to see birth and death as markers along the endless continuum of our soul's journey. Now, let me ask you something deeply personal. Have you ever wondered if you were truly born in the way we typically think, or if your true essence has been here all along, transcending the moment of physical birth? Picture your physical form as a temporary vessel, much like a delicate shell that houses a timeless, radiant spirit, meant only to carry you through the changing landscapes of life. Every moment in our lives is like a gentle ripple spreading across an endless ocean, where our physical manifestation is fleeting, yet the underlying consciousness remains eternal and unaltered. When we begin to release our rigid ideas of birth as a definitive beginning and death as a conclusive end, we start to see our life as a fluid, ongoing process, a magnificent dance of constant transformation. This new perspective beckons us to embrace the unknown and to question what we have always assumed about our existence, stirring within us a deep sense of wonder and curiosity. Let this thought settle in your heart. The physical form you know so well is but a transient vessel, a temporary stage in the eternal play of awareness and being. As we continue our exploration, allow your mind to wander freely and your spirit to open to the possibility that these conventional boundaries of birth and death are illusions, inviting us to experience a deeper, timeless truth. In embracing this vision, we invite liberation from our limited perceptions, stepping courageously into the unknown with grace, curiosity, and a heart ready to awaken to the eternal mystery within us all. The temporary nature of the body. Let's talk about the temporary nature of our body. Imagine your body as an old coat that has served you faithfully through many seasons of your life, wrapping you in comfort and identity. This coat, much like your physical form, has provided warmth, protection, and a sense of belonging, accompanying you through both moments of joy and challenges alike. Over time, though, even the most trusted coat begins to show its wear. A few frayed threads here, a faded patch there, mirroring the natural aging and transformation of our body. And just as we eventually choose to retire that old coat for a new one that fits the moment perfectly, so too can we see the process of letting go of our physical form not as a loss, but as a graceful, natural transition. Releasing the body when it no longer serves its purpose is much like changing an outfit. It's a transformation, a renewal, where the essence of who you are remains intact and ever vibrant. Now, I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect deeply. When have you felt more alive, more connected to a freedom that transcends the limits of your physical form? Perhaps it was during a quiet moment of deep meditation, or when you were completely immersed in the beauty of nature, feeling as though you had transcended the boundaries of your body for a precious moment. Remember, the true essence of who you are, your inner awareness, your radiant light, remains unchanged even as the physical shell that carries you through life evolves and eventually fades away. It's as if the real you is a silent, constant observer, always present, regardless of the many forms you wear on your journey through life. Embracing this understanding invites us to cherish our inner being, recognizing that our physical form is simply one expression of the infinite, ever-evolving awareness that truly defines us. Life is a flowing river and a theatrical play. Now, as we step further into our journey, let's envision life as a flowing river, an endless, vibrant current that carries us along its ever-changing path. Imagine that each droplet in this river represents one of our physical forms. Each droplet is fleeting, ever-changing, and yet each contributes to the magnificent whole. Even though each droplet may change, disappear, or transform over time, the river itself, the boundless consciousness, continues its eternal, unceasing flow, carrying within it the essence of all existence. This river reminds us that our physical existence is merely a transient expression, a temporary form in the ever-moving current of the infinite. Now, let's shift our perspective and imagine life as a grand theatrical play where every moment is a scene and we are both the actor and the observer of our own unfolding story. Picture yourself stepping onto the stage, taking on a role that feels vividly real, yet knowing deep within that this role is just one of the many masks you wear in this eternal performance. And when the curtain falls on one act, know that the actor, your true self, does not vanish. Instead, it gracefully steps aside, ready to embrace the next act of this infinite play. Let me share a story with you, a tale of a seeker who, after years of searching for meaning in the external world, finally discovered that their identity was not confined to their physical form. In a quiet moment of deep introspection, as they observed the gentle flow of life like a river of light, they experienced a profound awakening, realizing that the self they had always clung to was merely a temporary role, while the eternal observer within remained untouched by the changing tides. This transformative realization opened the door to a new way of living, a life where they embraced the truth that you are not a fleeting character in a play, but the timeless, ever-present consciousness that continues its journey beyond the confines of form, dissolving the illusion of a fixed self, ego death. Now, let's delve into the concept of ego death, the gradual dissolution of our temporary self, the constructed identity that we carry like a mask through the play of life. Ego death is not a destructive annihilation, but rather a gentle letting go of the illusion of permanence, where the fleeting, passing clouds of our ego give way to the unchanging, vast sky of our true self. Imagine these clouds as all the roles and stories we cling to, transient, ever-shifting, ephemeral formations that drift by without leaving a lasting trace. In contrast, the true self, like the eternal sky, remains constant, boundless, and untouched by the ephemeral dramas of everyday identity. As we move deeper, consider all the roles we assume in life: child, worker, parent, friend, and recognize them as stories, transient chapters in the grand narrative of our existence. These roles, though meaningful, are like fleeting characters in a dream, each one a temporary costume that we wear, but they do not define the eternal awareness that underlies our being. Now ask yourself, what if the you believe in is just a story, a fleeting role, a temporary script written by your mind, rather than the infinite, unchanging observer within? In this moment, I invite you to ponder deeply on the possibility that the identity you have built over time is but an illusion, a collection of memories and labels that are as transient as the morning mist. I remember a time when a dear friend, after years of restless searching and quiet reflection, sat in meditation under a starlit sky, and in that stillness, experienced a profound moment of ego death. In that moment, the layers of accumulated identity, the worries, the roles, the self-imposed limitations, began to peel away, like the petals of a flower slowly unfurling to reveal its pure essence. He discovered that beneath all those transient layers, there existed a deep, unshakable peace, a state of being where the true self, untouched by the passing tides of life, shone forth in all its glory. And so, his journey taught him that ego death is not an end, but a beautiful, liberating transformation, a return to the timeless essence that we all inherently are, awakening to eternal awareness. Imagine awakening as if you suddenly realize that you have been living in a dream where every role, every character you thought defined you was merely a temporary illusion, a mask you wore without even knowing it. In that profound moment of awakening, you come to understand that the persona you have played all your life, the roles, the emotions, the identities were not truly you at all, but transient parts of an elaborate cosmic play. True awakening, then, is the gentle realization that you are not the fleeting characters of thought and emotion, but the eternal observer, the silent witness that stands apart from all the passing dramas of life. Now, let's turn our attention to the practice of meditation, a sacred, serene space where silence becomes a doorway to your inner world, allowing your eternal awareness to emerge from the depths of stillness. In that quiet embrace of meditation, you discover the capacity to observe the ebb and flow of your thoughts, much like watching gentle waves caress the shore, each wave here and gone without disturbing the deep, still ocean beneath. Can you imagine living free from the fear of death, embracing every moment with the deep knowing that you are far more than the temporary body you inhabit, that your essence, your true self, is eternal and boundless? And so, let us remember that our true essence, the eternal awareness that resides within us, remains constant, an unchanging beacon that shines brightly no matter how our physical form may evolve or fade away. This unwavering inner light is the very foundation of who you are. It is timeless and pure, transcending the impermanent nature of the physical world and anchoring you in the infinite expanse of your true being. Integration, living in the present moment. Now, as we step into the integration of our journey, let's embrace the present moment, this very space where life unfolds continuously and beautifully, inviting us to let go of past worries and future anxieties. When we anchor ourselves in the truth of our eternal awareness, we discover a liberating freedom that releases us from the chains of fear and anxiety, opening our hearts to life's endless possibilities. Imagine that every moment is not a destination to be reached, but a vibrant journey to be savored, where the beauty of now unfolds like the delicate petals of a cosmic flower in full bloom. I invite you to view your life as a continuous adventure, a dynamic journey filled with wonder and joy, where every step reminds us that we are exactly where we need to be. Let me share a story with you. There was a person who once clung tightly to their ego, trapped in the web of self-imposed limitations and constant striving, until one quiet moment of solitude sparked a profound transformation. In that stillness, as they watched their thoughts drift by like clouds across an expansive sky, they began to realize that their true self was not defined by these fleeting moments, but was the unchanging observer behind them. This realization transformed their life completely. They learned to let go of the need to control every outcome and instead embraced each moment as a sacred, ephemeral gift full of wonder and possibility. Now, I want you to ask yourself, how would your life change if you saw every moment as an opportunity to connect with your true self, free from the constraints of fear and the illusion of a fixed identity? Think about those moments when you felt completely alive, when time seemed to stand still and you were immersed in the pure beauty of now, and wonder if those moments are your true essence calling out to you. As you contemplate these thoughts, remember that every experience of impermanence is also an invitation, a call to awaken more deeply to the eternal, vibrant presence within you that remains constant despite all change. As we come to the close of our shared journey today, let us reflect on the insights we have uncovered together. We have learned that our physical body is merely a temporary vessel, a vehicle that carries us through the shifting sands of time, not the essence of who we truly are. Beyond this fleeting form lies our true self, a timeless, unchanging awareness that transcends the limits of flesh and form, echoing through the ages like an eternal song. We discovered that the process of ego death is not an end, but a liberating transformation, a gentle shedding of layers that reveals our eternal, radiant nature. In these moments of profound insight, we are reminded that our journey is not defined by the events of birth or death. Rather, we are the eternal observer, the silent witness to every transient moment. You are not defined by the fleeting dramas of life, but by the timeless awareness that quietly watches over the ever-changing play of existence. Every challenge, every moment of joy, and every experience we encounter is part of the grand tapestry that weaves together our eternal story. I now invite you to embrace a simple daily meditation practice, a sacred space where you can reconnect with your inner, eternal self and find solace beyond the physical form. Take just a few minutes each day to sit quietly, to observe the gentle rhythm of your breath, and to let your thoughts drift away like soft clouds in a boundless sky. As you begin this practice, allow yourself to experience the freedom that comes from knowing you are more than just a physical form. You are an eternal, radiant presence. I encourage you to share your reflections and personal experiences in the comments below so that we may all learn from one another's journeys and grow together. And if this exploration has touched your heart, please subscribe and join our community of seekers dedicated to uncovering deeper truths about life, death, and the eternal spirit within us all. Finally, I leave you with this reflective question. Are you ready to step beyond the illusion and embrace your eternal self, transcending the confines of birth and death? Thank you for sharing this sacred time with me today, and may your journey toward awakening continue with grace, courage, and boundless wonder.